the food, we got the booze, but I got something else for you. All right, it's an idea that I came up with yesterday. Okay, the idea I came up with yesterday was kind of interesting because it follows up on a lot of stuff we've been talking about over the last few months. All right, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? Tomorrow, we are going to be doing a live DSP Tries It. I've not done a live DSP Tries It in a while. You know, we've been doing Feasting with Phil, but we haven't actually done a real DSP Tries It, okay? We're actually bringing back the series tomorrow for a one-off special for the Super Bowl Bash, okay? And you might say, all right, well, what is this going to be? I wonder, you know, what will Phil be doing? We're going to be doing something very pertinent, very timely, that follows up on something that I talked about several months ago. You ready? So now I'm going to spoil. I'm going to spoil and spill the beans for you guys. All right? Way back in October, I had mentioned that when I went to the grocery store to shop that I saw, you know, Halloween candy all over the place. And when I went to check out, I noticed that there was a big display right at the checkout. All right? Right at the checkout line. And I commented on it in my videos. All right, what it was absolutely hilarious. Mr. Beast candy. All right, and I looked at it and I'm like, wow, that Mr. Beast, the YouTuber candy, he actually is selling candy in stores. I hadn't seen it before, and I picked up the bag, and I'm like, I wonder if it's any good. So I started looking at the bag, and it says, that's what you would expect. One's like a milk chocolate bar. One has like peanuts in it. One has like little crispy rice crunches in it, kind of like Nestle Crunch. And there's like 4 different kinds in the bag. And I'm like, oh, all right. And then I looked at the price. And I wish this was a joke. Half the shit I say, I wish it was a joke, but it's just our harsh reality these days. The pricing on the bag was $22. And this was a bag that was a normal-sized bag of candy. You know, if you bought Nestle or Hershey's or one of those mixes of a bag of candy that size, it would probably be like $7. His candy was $22. All right. And as I was in line, all right, I actually was looking at people who would look at the candy, and a lot of them didn't even have, like, they don't know who Mr. Beast is. You know, normal people don't fucking know who the fuck that guy is. So they don't know what this is. And they think, what is this? Some kind of Halloween candy? Maybe it's on sale. And I saw a few of them even, like, pick it up saying, oh, shit, I need Halloween candy. And then when they saw the price, they said, what? There was actually one kid who knew who Mr. Beast was. He picked it up and said, Dad, Mr. Beast candy. And his dad looked at it and said, oh, and he looked at the price. He said, haha, fuck him. And he slammed it back down. It was hilarious. So basically, the Mr. Beast candy that was sitting around for Halloween, first of all, there was a reason they put it at the front of the store. They were trying to get people to buy it as an impulse buy. Why? Because no one's buying it. Who the fuck is spending $22 on a small multi-pack of mini bars of candy that in a competitor costs $7? No one. It's just sitting there. Same thing, like when you go to the candy aisle, now that I know he has candy, I've looked, and he has big candy bars. The big candy bars are selling for like $5 or plus more dollars. It's a fucking candy bar. Who goes to the fucking store and spends over $5 on a candy bar, right? You gotta be a fucking idiot. So, of course, it's always stocked. No one buys it. It just sits there on the shelf, overstocked, never bought, okay? So I just found it funny that this guy launched a whole candy line, of which I've never seen anyone actually buy the product. It just sits on the shelf because of its exorbitant prices. By the way, I have no idea if the quality's any good. I'm just saying, in regards to the candy, it's way too expensive, right? So you might say, gee, I wonder why Phil's bringing this up. Well, yesterday I was at the grocery store, and once again, here I am. I'm in the checkout line. And you know how they have at the checkout line, they have all the candy bar section usually in American grocery stores. It's, again, impulse buy. Oh, I'll just grab a Nestle's Crunch. I'll grab a Snickers. So I'm looking at them all, and there was a candy sale. So here's some of the prices, right? So one of them was like, so normal price, $1.79 for the candy bar. And it's a big bar, like the Twix, like the 2 giant Twix double pack, right? So it's a lot of candy. On sale, 2 for $3. That's a pretty good sale. So you're saving like what, like 30 cents on each candy bar? That's not bad at all. And then there's another one. It's like, you know, normal $1.50 on sale for like $1.25. Okay, quarter off. That's a pretty good sale. And then I saw Mr. Beast candy bars. Okay? First of all, it's hilarious because the ones they're selling at the checkout are tiny. You know, everyone else at the checkout has a big bar, big giant Snickers bar, the double pack Twix, the big one. And it's like Mr. Beast, like this small in a plastic wrapper. I'm like, why is it so small? And I looked at the price. Normal price, $2. $2. The tiniest bar, the smallest candy bar in the entire section is the most expensive one. So I'm doing a double take, like, who would have bought that? And the answer is no one. No one would have bought it for that price. So guess what? After having Mr. Beast's candy in the store since October and no one buying it, my store has slashed it and all of his candy is on extreme clearance prices. So this candy bar that used to be $2 is now 60 cents. I want you to think about that. They cut it like 70% of the price to get people to buy it because no one's going to fucking buy that shit for how expensive it is. So I was like, oh, well, now that it's 60 cents, perhaps I'll try it. And so that's what I did. I went and I grabbed one of each. They had two different kinds. So I grabbed like the regular one, and I think the other one is supposed to be the equivalent of like Nestle's Crunch. It has like the rice pieces in it. So I grabbed 2 pieces. I said, we're going to do a DSP Tries It on this now. And we're going to see if it's any good. And by the way, I want you to understand something. I'm going to be fair in my DSP Tries It. If the candy is actually good, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say, wow, it actually tastes pretty damn good. But I'm going to be fair to judge it. And we're going to try it tomorrow live during the Super Bowl Bash. DSP Tries It comes out of retirement to try Mr. Beast candy bars. 2 flavors, okay? I'm actually pretty excited for this. I haven't done a DSP Tries It in 100 years. And again, the only reason I'm doing it is because it's discounted. There was no way I would have paid $2 for a tiny little bite-sized candy bar. I'm not an idiot. But now that it's on extreme discount, I'm trying this out and legitimately reviewing it. Okay? So, I hope you'll join me for that tomorrow. It'll be part of the marathon. Okay? So anyway, did that yesterday. Got all these. So I got liquor for the event. I got the food items for the event. I got this idea for a DSP Tries It. Okay?